Okay. So welcome to the team call tonight. It is January 24th, 72 degrees outside in Texas. It's retarded. But welcome to the team call. Super excited to have you all on here. There are going to be some distractions in the background, and I do apologize for that, but work with me because, y'all know my life. So let me share my screen. Smart start to coaching is what we're going to talk about tonight. I feel like no matter what stage you're at, these are the basic things that you can always go back to that are going to boost you as a coach. Because I got off an elite call today. Alyssa was on there as well. And everything they talk about is what we teach you in Coach Basics. Everything they talked about, minus like the numbers part of what you need to know to be an elite or premier coach, was staying in phase one and doing the 4 vital behaviors, which we'll get into in just a second. So I am Katie McGilvery. We have Alyssa Learman speaking, and then Katie Carter will get on and speak. They're speaking about things I don't necessarily remember what they're speaking about, but I know it's going to be awesome. So moving right along. Yep, we'll go here. Okay, so some of the first things we're going to talk about are the 4 vital behaviors. No matter what stage of coaching you're in, whether you are a coach level coach, emerald diamond, star diamond, superstar diamond, millionaire earner, the 4 vital behaviors are what start and what will keep you going in this business. Inviting people by sharing your story on Facebook, being public about it, being proof that the product works, working out, sharing recipes that have changed your life, asking questions, talking about things that are helping you to keep going. Personal development. If you don't know what personal development is, we do have a team Audible account here, and I need to post all of those links again. When I changed the background picture, that all went away. So I'll make sure all of that's posted again. But personal development is something we do to kind of challenge ourselves and grow ourselves. I thought personal development was like chanting and being weird, and it's not. Some of the books that I listen to range from spiritual books about how to be a better wife, a better mother, a better leader, to books about learning how to be a girl boss, how to stay engaged throughout the year in my business, how to actually see myself as a CEO, even though I'm chasing kids in dirty diapers around all day. Like, so many of it is just working on your mindset and working on how to get plugged in and take care of your mind, because that's one of, whoa, what just happened? First, I don't know what just happened there. That is one of the most essential things about this business. You will never, 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 never grow if you're not growing your mind as well as taking care of your body. So the 4th vital behavior is recognition. It doesn't matter, like I said, if you're a starting coach or you're a coach that's earning 6-7 figures a year. One of the most important things is to recognize the success of those around you. As you know, this is not a company where we excel without our teammates. So building each other up and helping each other when we need help is what's going to get us to excel and keep excelling. There is no point in this business where someone that starts underneath me can't surpass me. And so that's a tip for me to take a chance and explain to them that they're awesome, and to do the same with my challengers. That is a huge part of having challengers, is recognizing them for the success that they're building with their own results. Shout outs to other coaches that are doing awesome. Shout outs to random people that aren't your challengers, aren't your coaches, but that you see making awesome changes. Just be like, hey girl, you're doing awesome. Post something, a positive comment, encouragement. You could look at it as another form of encouragement on someone else's post. You're adding value to them. Where to find info. These are the most important things to know as a coach. Because what we want to do is we want to prepare you to be an independent working coach. We don't want you to have to rely on us for everything, because we know that gets tiresome, and we're as busy as you are, sometimes less, sometimes more. And so we want you to be able to find these answers on your own without necessarily needing us to drag you along. The first place that you're going to find answers is your Coach Online office. As you learn how to log in there, which after you go through your welcome email, you should find everything you need to know about how to log into the Coach Online office, where things are. You'll have all of your news and trainings and like special updates on your right-hand side. And there will literally be everything from the National Wake Up Call replay to the promos that are going on, like the thing Carl Dackler is doing right now for Pimp My Gym, which we'll talk more about later. I'll do a live video on that tomorrow. All kinds of updates, anything you need to know will be on that right-hand side all the way down. At the bottom, there is a place, a little bitty tiny link that says FAQ. FAQ is a place where you can literally type in any word and it will bring up 1,000 different things that might be on that topic. You don't know an answer about Shakeology, you don't know an answer about how to sign coaches up, you don't know an answer about like the Coach Mobile Enroller, what all of that is, it's in there. Under the News and Training tab, there's also training. You can throw yourself into a training in there if you feel like you're just not learning enough in your own training. It's a great resource that many don't utilize enough. Spend time digging through your Coach Online office, because under the My Business tab, under all the different tabs, there's all kinds of different things that talk about challenge groups, how to run successful challenge groups, vice versa. And if what we say doesn't make sense, it's best to invest in learning yourself so it makes sense to you. The second place you can go is called the Google. Everybody loves the Google. It is like Dr. Google, you know, WebMD Google. It's fabulous. I love Google. And to be quite honest, if someone asks me a question and I don't know the answer, or if I'm looking up a random nutrition fact, I'm going to Google and I'm going to look it up. That's what 90% of people do, because we're not experts. And we don't expect you to be an expert. We just expect you to do a little research. I didn't put YouTube on there, but YouTube is a valuable place to find resources for all kinds of things. I mean, I've learned how to build many of things on YouTube, but it's great for coaches. You can type in any of the top coaches. You can type in any keyword and then put Beachbody coaching next to it, and thousands of videos will pop up, literally thousands of videos. Plug into the team Facebook page. FitChick Nation is there for you. There are resources upon resources upon resources. In the file section, there are saved graphics in the photo albums. There are pep talk motivational photos in there. I mean, there's so much stuff in there. I shared different things in there that make sense to me. Some of it's overwhelming, some of it's not. You just have to sift through and see what makes sense to you and what doesn't. Coach Relations live chat. I don't like to talk on the phone to people I don't understand. That's not me being rude. That is just me keeping myself from killing someone or being rude to them on the phone. So I like to go through the live chat. It's the same link as the FAQ. Literally type in Beachbody live chat and it will come up. It gives you several fields to fill out: your coach number, your name, and then gives you a box to put your question, ask your question. Oh, I mean, I spelled that wrong. Goddammit. It is the fastest way to get answers. And not only that, but you get email confirmation of what you said. So there's no, well, she said this and he said that. You're going to get an answer. You can save that answer for later if you need to refer back to it. If you still are not satisfied and your question has still not been answered, then of course, always shoot your upline a message and say, hey, I have tried to understand this. This is what I've looked at. Can you explain it a little better? Because 99.9% of the time, we'll be there to answer something that you don't know. Not always, because sometimes I have to look on the Google too, but just in case. Okay, so this is ways to stay connected as a coach. This is so important, so important, so important, because as a lone ship, you're going to sink. I'll put it that way. Your anchor in this business will be your ability to stay connected. That is staying connected with your upline coach, letting her or him know that you are interested in coaching, that you're doing the training, that you're struggling, that you don't know how to have a conversation with someone, that whatever it is, keep them in the loop and let them know. That is the most important thing. We want to search you out and come find you, but we're doing the same thing that you're doing. We're trying to help people every single month. We're adding new people into our team pages too. And we're still working. We need to know who's working. We need to know who's pushing and what you want to do with this business. That is up to you. I can only stalk you for so long before you stop answering me and ignoring me. And then I'm going to say, okay, right now she's not ready. So she'll message me when she is. You'll always be on my list. I'll always help you whenever you're ready to run. But if now is not that time, that's what you need to tell me. I need to know up front. Like I said before, check your online office for news and updates. What is the easiest way? I know that on your phone, when you log in onto the Coach Mobile office on your phone, it breaks it down into nice, easy to read little boxes, and it'll say My Business Alerts, or it'll tell you where you're at on the leadership ladder. It'll tell you if you've hit Success Club. It'll tell you if you have coaches that are going inactive. That's your job to research and figure out what's happening in your team page, or sorry, in your Coach Online office. If you have a question about it, obviously, refer back to the previous slide and answer your question. There will always be updates on there. If there's something new coming up, like they're promoting the Team Cup, which I hate that I keep having to move this around, but they're promoting the Team Cup. Team Cup right now is huge. This is one of the things that they give us as an incentive to move our business forward. If you are not on a Team Cup and you belong to me, it's because I haven't talked about Team Cup yet, because I'm still getting my ducks in a row. If you're interested in doing a Team Cup, there's 5 people to a team. Me and Alyssa so far are on my team. I've got room for 3 more people that are working. If you are a brand new coach and you want to start your business off strong in the month of February, I highly suggest that you do that. If we have more people than 5 interested in doing this, Alyssa will run her own team and we'll get going that way. She may want to run her own team anyway. I'm totally talking for her. But I know Katie Carter's got a team going as well. But these teams, it gives you a chance to work together for the month, to push for Success Club, to push for growing your businesses. And as we learned today on the Elite Call, pushing your business in the first couple months of the year is vital, absolutely vital, because they've changed up how everything is. Success Club points are still the same, minus you get 3 this month for this month and next month for the All Access Challenge Pack. But the way that it counts towards rank and all of that has changed, and actually in a way that's going to benefit us. So that's something that's awesome. So I'll talk more about that once I understand a little bit more about what was talked about today. But basically, let your coach know if you want to do a Team Cup. If you want to do a Team Cup and you're serious about it, that means you are actively working this business. Do not get on a Team Cup and then fizzle out, because that's going to make a lot of people really angry. I do that. I did it last year. So tune into team calls hosted by your coach, like this one right here. Any coaching opportunities that you want to be a part of, we have a coach sneak peek live next week. If you are a new coach and want to talk about coaching and how it's kind of working with your life and changing things for you, absolutely. Hold on, check the chat. I want to do Team Cup. Yay, Tiffany, look at you, little go-getter. Always, always, always tune into the National Wake Up Call and trainings that are shared. If you cannot be on them, 99.9 of them are recorded, so you can always go back and watch them later. I understand that we have people from up north, we have people from East Coast, West Coast, all over the place, and time zones are different. So obviously, fit it within your schedule. Katie Carter's on here, and I know that she's like, guys, I'm freaking dying. So I'm going to hurry up. The inactive part of the team page. If you are learning something that makes sense to you, share it. Explain it. Because when you teach someone else, that is how you learn. That's how it becomes concrete in your mind. That's why I'm working really hard to understand the points and all of that, so I can explain that to y'all, because that is a vital part of moving forward in this business. What was the last thing? Team trainings. I didn't put that on there because I totally forgot. But team trainings, we're offering a new coach team training starting on the 6th. If you are not already doing team training, one of the ones that we have going that we were a part of, it's with the Team Made University. You need to plug in somewhere, because learning the business is vital to your business. That makes sense. Stay plugged in, always stay learning. I'm doing the Team Made University right now. I'm also doing a social media training on how to boost social media, etc., etc. Something super vital. Put Brian and I down for Team Cup. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to talk about one more thing, and then I will switch it over to Alyssa. Are you ready to go next? Let me see your face. Where are you at? Oh, she's not on video. Or Katie can go next. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let me talk about one thing. And I will make a slide. I started making a slide about this, but I did not finish. So talk about what is your why. The whole part of coaching is going back to your why and talking about what is most important to you in your life. If you're a brand new coach, you may not know what your why is, other than you're ready to make a change, you're ready to make a transformation, you're tired of being where you're at. That's your why right now. Sharing your workouts, sharing your meals, sharing whatever's keeping you going, talking about the accountability in your challenge group, that may be your why. That may be your sole reason for pushing. Sharing your transformation pictures are so important because not only is it validating the work that you've done publicly, but it's also giving people a chance to jump on and say, hey, you're doing an awesome job. What are you doing? And ask questions. Hold on, I'm gonna find Patsy. All right. Got it. So that's something that's very important. If your transformations aren't huge, that's okay. Talk about something else that's changed. Like maybe you swapped out, I don't know, actual tacos for taco soup, or I don't know, something. Healthy swaps. That's a transformation too, and it's super hard. Let's see. Teach a man to fish and he will never go hungry a day in his life. That's what we want to do. We want to teach you how to fish in this business, how to fish for people and resources, and to grow yourself to where you want to be. We cannot make you successful, but we can provide the tools for you. And as long as you're going the extra mile, providing an hour of your time a day to investing in your own business, there's no stopping you. There's just no stopping you. Okay, I'll do everything else that I had written down because I have like 6 pages of notes, but we don't have time for that. So I'm going to turn it over to Alyssa and let her go. I'm going to unmute her. I'm going to mute myself.
Hey, everybody. So, Katie, first of all, I just have to say that tacos are Fix approved. So we just got to throw that out there. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Okay, can you see my screen? Yeah, okay. So I have been digging some Tony Robbins lately, and I can't take credit for these ideas in this slide. I just listened to one of his podcasts, and I felt like this really related to coaching, and I don't know how. Okay, well, we'll just go through it on here. Bam, there we go, baby. All right, so 3 steps to a breakthrough. Strategy, story, and state. So we're just going to talk a little bit about what that even means. So like Katie was saying, personal development is something that's so key when you're starting to build this business. I always thought, like, I don't know, like it was for people that, I don't know, needed like psychiatric help or something like that. I never really understood what personal development and personal growth was all about until I started actually getting into it. So one thing that they talk about a lot when you start with these kind of books and audios and everything is limiting beliefs. And what are you believing, and what's that like internal dialogue that you're telling yourself? And something that Tony Robbins always says is change your story, change your life. So the story is what we subconsciously tell ourselves, whether it's I'm not going to be able to make it in this business, I'm not, I don't know, I'm not meant to be a coach, I'm not cut out for this, something like that. And it all stems from a subconscious belief that's like deep down inside of you. And so doing personal development helps break down those brick walls and helps you just kind of push past all of that stuff that's like weighing you down. So what you believe about yourself, it can either imprison you or it can empower you. and we definitely want to be empowering ourselves and other people. So we want to kind of get down to the root of why we're believing certain things. So as Katie was saying, we have so many resources. Being Beachbody coaches, we have YouTube, we have the Coach Online Office, we have other coaches that have gone before us and kind of like blazed the trail. And there's so many things, and everyone learns differently. That's a huge thing too. So if something isn't working for you and you've tried to apply it and you've given it, I always say 10 days. If after 10 days you're not seeing a result from that, then try something else, because maybe it's just not your style. I've had a lot of trial and error, and one thing is not letting that weigh you down. You just have to kind of like fail forward and keep going, learn from your mistakes kind of thing. So resources versus resourcefulness. A lot of people think that resources are the problem. So it's like, I didn't have the right training. I don't have a good upline. We have tons and tons of stuff to be able to make this business work for us. So it's never the resources that are the problem, it's lack of resourcefulness. So how are you using what you're given? Are you doing the training and then not applying it? Are you, do you know what you should be doing and you just aren't doing it? Stuff like that. And then Katie was saying, finding your why. When you have a why that's so strong and why you want this business to work, or why you have to make it work for your life, that will make you get creative. It forces you to find the resources that you need. So whether that's Google, whether that's asking your success partner, whether that's posting in the team page, looking through the Beachbody back office, whatever you have to do. When your why, I always hear, when your why makes you cry. If you want this business so bad and you just feel like that burning, like in your heart to make this work, you'll do whatever it takes. So you just have to kind of throw out your excuses and just go for it. And again, change your story, change your life. So change what you're telling yourself. You have to stay involved in the team and in personal development to grow yourself, because if you're not growing, then the people that are with you aren't going to grow along with you. And Tony Robbins says it's not courage if you're not scared. So posting those transformation pictures, sharing your story. I know I talk a lot about suffering with postpartum depression after I had Wyatt, and stuff like that. It's hard to admit, because especially as moms, sorry Brian, we want to kind of like put on this front like where we have it all together, and no, we know that's not the case. So it's not courage if you're not scared. It takes a little bit of fear, but you just have to go for it. So there's 3 things that we're going to talk about. The first one is strategy. And that defined is just a specific way to do something and get the same result every time. So with the training, you're given the tools to be successful. And like I said, there's so many resources for you to use and be resourceful with. So those will give you the results that you're wanting if you're consistent. So, there's templates for how to run a challenge group, how to just onboard as a new coach. We have scripts for inviting, for messaging people. And if you have questions, you can post anything in the team page and get an answer pretty much instantly, because someone's probably on Facebook. Let's be real. So you can have the perfect strategy and still not do it. The key is implementing what you're learning. So as you're going through the training and as you're kind of failing forward and tweaking, your templates and your scripts and everything. If you don't show up for yourself and show up for your business, then what's the point of having all of this to begin with? You have to actually put it into action. And then know what to do, but know what to do, but don't do what you know. So the same thing, just implementing what you know. Doing the training, plugging in with the team page, showing up for team calls, all that good stuff. And then consistency is key. The fortune is in the follow-up. I know it can be discouraging when you start to message people and you're really excited about your group and what we have going on, and people are saying, no, it's not the right time. I can't tell you how many times I've messaged people and they don't always say yes the first time. That's just how it is. It's not the right time for them. They just had a big purchase, like their car broke down, like all this random stuff. And then eventually it all comes back in the end. So that's why you just got to keep checking on people. And I can't tell you how many times people have said, thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for just including me. I like to tell people I'm keeping them in the loop because that makes them feel like, hey, you really need to know about this. Got to keep it spicy. Okay, so the story, that's what we tell ourselves, so kind of like our limiting beliefs. Keep it spicy. So your story may be true, but it's not effective. So, for example, like I said, if a lot of people are telling you no, yeah, that may be true, but that doesn't mean that you're a bad coach. That doesn't mean that you are like creeping on them. It doesn't mean you're annoying them by sending them a message. It feels good to be invited to things. So like I know when I get invitations to like birthday parties or whatever, like that just is a good feeling to be included. So don't feel like you're spamming people or being annoying. That's just one of those limiting beliefs coming up from deep down. It's just something you have to work through. At least that's one big thing that I had to jump over. I was so scared to invite people in the beginning. And then I don't have the resources versus I can get the resources. We kind of already talked about that. Give up the story that limits you and don't be afraid of failing. I bet all of the top coaches have failed at something. We're all given the same opportunity, so we just have to keep going, right? And then state that determines how you think and how you feel, and that changes everything the fastest. So I know, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I woke up, I overslept, Wyatt was super grumpy, and I was just in a bad mood, and I wasn't in like the state of mind to be messaging people. I was just like upset. I needed to like take a minute. I still hadn't gotten my workout in. I just like wasn't on my normal schedule. And so when you're talking to people, that comes across. So you just have to be very mindful of having the right intentions and sending out the good vibes when you're talking to people. And then decisions, not conditions, determine my destiny. So it doesn't matter the time of year. It doesn't matter how slow the business is. You still have to show up every day and be consistent. Those are just kind of excuses that we tell ourselves, like, oh, this time of year is just always slow. No one's wanting to work out right now. No one, like with the holidays that just happened, no one wants to sign up. I signed more people in November between Thanksgiving and Christmas than I expected. Like, it was insane. You just have to show up. And then what are you focused on? If you're constantly telling yourself, like, no one's saying yes, everyone who adds me as a coach, that's one thing that I get told a lot, especially on Instagram. No one's liking my posts. Are you controlling your focus? Or are you letting outside influences control that for you? You have to kind of like take the reins and be like, you know what? What you focus on, you surely will find. I don't know who said that, but I have that on my vision board. When you focus on the negative, you're going to find negative things. So that's why I stay out of my newsfeed, because people are cray-cray. And that's all I got for you guys. Let me stop my share.
Congratulations on being awesome. That was so funny. Some of your comments were spicy. I was dying over here laughing. dying. Okay, let me go back. I'm reclaiming host. Okay, let me find Miss Katie Cotta. Unmuting her. Katie, you there? Oh, there you are. I see you. Hold on, I'm going to change you to host so you can. Do you have anything to share, like slide-wise? No, you haven't had time. Okay. So we're going to turn over. Do you want to stay in the little view, or would you like to go to big person view?
Whatever suits your fancy, dear. It does not matter to me.
Center screen.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm good.
Yep.
All right. Okay, I don't have a ton to say, and I do not have slides like the other two wonderful coaches. But let me start with that. Do not compare yourself to another coach, okay? Katie and Alyssa and I all work closely together, and Katie and Alyssa both stay home and have tons of stuff to do all day long at home. So they are busy in a different way that I'm busy. I'm busy at work and church and teaching fitness classes and from one place to the next and homework and all that good stuff. So I'm in a completely different place in my life than they are. And so it's so easy to compare yourself to the next coach, even when you're working closely with. Katie is my best friend, but there are still days that I have to hone myself in and go, calm down, you're not her, it's okay. Like, because I can't be as awesome as she is on some days. And some days she just can't hang with me. So that's just how it is, okay? Just understand that and accept it and do what you can do. And I'm kind of all over the place here because I've got my notes right here. You want me to screen share? That's about as good as it's going to get. So don't compare yourself to somebody else, okay? Do what you can do. In the beginning, you are going to get overwhelmed. You will find yourself, today, I had so much to do. I knew I wanted to be on here with you guys. I started to get overwhelmed. Katie was talking about making slides, and I'm, oh my God, I don't even know. I don't even know how to make a slide or screen share. I mean, much less have time to even attempt it, okay? So I'm doing good to get my Facebook post in during the day. So don't let yourself get overwhelmed, okay? When you start to feel overwhelmed, you need to check yourself and say, okay, I'm going to do what I can and let the rest of it go, all right? Do what you can and let the rest of it go. I mean, when you have stuff to do at home, you've got laundry, you've got dishes, you need to clean the bathtub. Lord knows I haven't done that in 5 months. I mean, you need to clean the bathroom. You need to wipe down the kitchen table. I mean, there's tons of stuff to do, right? All the time. Do you get it done every day? No, you don't. There are things that have to wait, okay? If there are dishes in my sink, which there are, and they will be there tomorrow, okay? I'll get them done tomorrow. It's not happening tonight. So don't do that in your Beachbody business. When you get overwhelmed with, I need to do this, I need to make a post for this, I need to plan this, I need to read that, I need to watch this, make a list, do one thing at a time, check it off, move on. When you run out of time, when you run out of energy, when something else needs to take priority, move on. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't get it finished. Don't let yourself compare to somebody else, okay? Just do it. All right. Let's see. Alyssa mentioned getting no's. Okay, we're all going to get no's. We're all going to get people that say it's not the right time, that sort of thing. The video that I was watching today said, bless you. The video today said, think about at a restaurant, the waiter is going to offer you dessert. But when you say, no, I'm too full, or no, I don't want dessert, does he throw a hissy fit and get offended? No. He's like, all right, no big deal. He's going to go at the table next to you. So don't get offended when somebody gives you a no. Move on to the next person, write them down on your list, check back with them later. Not a big deal. Just don't get offended. Let's see. Okay, so in the beginning, you don't have to know everything to start sharing. I think most of us on this call are to the point that we understand that, and I think most people have started sharing on their page, which is awesome. I've seen tons of great posts from all of you folks, so y'all are on the right track. But again, when you go to the restaurant and you think it was really awesome, and you had a great meal, and dessert was good, and you liked where you sat, and the service was awesome, and you didn't have to wait that long, and you call somebody, your friend, or you post on Facebook, hey, I went to this new restaurant, it was really good, it's my new favorite. You don't know all the stuff on the menu. You don't know all the different places to sit. You don't know, I don't know, there's tons of things to know, and you don't know all of them, but you still shared. And people might ask you questions about the restaurant that you don't know, and you're okay with saying, hey, I don't know yet. I didn't make it, I didn't try that. I don't know. So you're okay with saying, I don't know. Same thing with your Beachbody business. If you don't know, say, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I don't know that yet, but I'll get back to you. I'll go Google it on a Google and get back with you. So start sharing what you do know. What you don't know, learn about it, okay? Consistency. Here's the thing. In the beginning, you're going to get a bunch of no's, and some of those no's are going to turn around a year from now and be yeses. Not even that you have to reach out to them. They're going to be yeses in the fact that they're going to reach out to you. People are watching you that you do not even know are watching you. People are looking at your post. People are reading your entire post. And those same people are not even liking your post. They're not commenting on your post. They're just watching you. Because let's face it, how many people do we have on our Facebook that are wrapping it up and taking fat burners and all this stuff that's out there to spam you with, and they just want you to buy a product, and they're not even going to be sticking with it in a month. I mean, 2 months down the road, they're moved on to the next way they're going to try to scam people and make some money, okay? It's not what it's about. This is recorded, isn't it? Crap. Okay. Anyway, so be consistent. They need to know that this is a lifestyle that they can live out to. The people who relate to me are more than likely working moms, busy moms, people who have tons of stuff going on. They need to see that someone like them can live this out, can make it work, can be consistent with it. I had people reach out to me after a full year, well, it's almost a full year now, and say, hey, what's the deal? What's going on? What are you doing? What's the shake you're drinking? Those people have never liked anything, have never commented on anything, and they've reached out to me. Y'all got to quit commenting. These things are popping up, and I'm fixing to go read all of them. Anyway, so stay consistent. I was told to stick with it for a year. I committed to that last February. I said, I will be here for a year. And here I am a year later, and I've made progress. I've made lots of progress. I'm not where I need to be, not where I want to be. But do you ever really arrive? I don't know. So anyway, consistency. Stick with it. Stay consistent. Do what you can. Don't get overwhelmed. The big thing is that, and I think most people on this call understand this at this point, you're not just cold messaging people for no reason. You need to have something that they want, okay? Which is the whole reason we do challenge groups. We try to do a free challenge group and a paid challenge group every month. All right, so you have a reason to talk to these people. You have something that they want, and it's not a product. It's support, it's motivation, it's encouragement, it's a community, it's girlfriends, it's whatever that is for you. That's what you promote, okay? And then when they get excited about the challenge group, when you start messaging them because they liked your post or because they commented that they wanted more information, and you just strike up a conversation about life, what's going on, how's everything going, what are some of your goals, that sort of thing. Then, I feel like I'm chasing rabbits. Then you can talk about the challenge group and the support and all that sort of stuff that has made a difference to you. Just like Katie was saying, what has impacted you? And then you get them excited about the challenge groups they want in, and then you can talk to them about the product that they need that's going to help meet their goals, okay? My husband is a salesman, and he says, cut them, bleed them, fix them, okay? So if you have the answer to their problem that you just made very apparent to them, then they're going to stick with you and listen to you a little bit longer, okay? Jamie has a mortified look on her face like I just said something awful. Stop looking at me like that. So anyway, challenge groups. You've got to put the challenge group out there and have that be the reason that you're talking to them. If they like your post during the day about what you're having for lunch, if they like your sweaty selfie, if they like the post that you make about your crazy busy life and something funny your kids did, send them a message. Hey girl, I just wanted to say thanks for liking my post. I know that probably seems silly, but it's hard to put real life situations out there, and the fact that you liked it just meant a lot to me. Hope you have a great day. That's it. That's all you have to say. Or you can end it with a question. You're supposed to end it with a question. End it with a question. How's your week going? Something like that. No, not related to Beachbody, not related to working out, not related to drinking a shake, just connecting with people, okay? And that gives you a reason to connect, a common ground because they clicked like on your picture. Now, some people may think, okay, never going to like her post again. That's fine. They weren't going to work with you anyway. Don't get offended. Move on to the next person. But reach out those comments, not with the thought in mind that you want to sell them something. Reach out to them and message them because you want to connect with them. And if you have that in the back of your mind as the reason why you're messaging them, your messaging is going to go a lot more smooth. It's going to be a lot less salesy. You're not trying to get to the point of selling them something. You're trying to connect with them.
And take the pressure off.
Yes, take the pressure off, and they don't feel like you're trying to sell them something. They know that you're just connecting with them because you care. This whole business is about helping people, connecting with people, building relationships. And if you keep that at the forefront of what you're doing, why you're doing it, why you're talking to these people, then you're going to be better off. You're not trying to sell them something. Sometimes people just need your motivation, just need your support. I have a girl that has never signed up, may never sign up, but she has the desire to get healthier. And she texts me on a regular basis, hey, I really don't want to work out today. Can you give me some motivation? So today my answer to her was, get your butt up off the couch. You just moved in the lake house and you're going to need to put that swimsuit on. So get after it. I mean, sometimes that's just what people need. And it may be 2 years from now and she may decide to join me. Who knows? She may not ever, but people need to know that you care. And when people text you like that, they know that you care. They know that you're not going to text back, well, hey, do you want to buy a challenge pack? No, that's not what it's about. So, challenge groups. If you're scared of running a challenge group, there is literally a copy and paste situation for you on your Coach Online office. Okay, it's there. We can give you the steps on how to get to it. Literally, day 1, post 1. Day 2, post 2. Day 3, post 3. You copy it. There's even a picture. Y'all, you don't even have to go searching for pictures. The image is already there. All you have to do is copy and paste it. That's it. Copy and paste. Engage with the people. Comment on what they're commenting on. Give them constant motivation, encouragement. Hey, good job. That's awesome. But not just the simple one line, hey, way to go. Comment on other stuff like, I don't know. It'll come to me later. Comment on other stuff that, Katie, go ahead.
And I'll pop in and I'll say that as you learn to run challenge groups effectively, you'll learn to save things that work. Make a folder on your desktop, on your phone. I use Google Keep a lot, and I save things that worked. So when I have another free group or another challenge group, I can go back and say, that really works. I'm going to pull that out and use it again. I strongly encourage you not to check into your groups more than 3 times a day, because when you're so active in there engaging, no one else is engaging. You want to give them time during the day to talk to each other, to have conversations, to get to know each other, and to really practice that accountability, which is the whole point of the group. So pick certain times a day, let them know, hey, this is the time I'm going to be in the group. Maybe it's like you check in the morning, you do the motivational post that you saw on the Coach Online office, and then you decide to post your lunch and your shake, and then you check in at night and say, hey, how was everybody's day? Make it consistent so they know, but don't feel like you have to be in there all the time. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you've got more time to check your Facebook and all of that, make it a priority. Say, you know what, I'm going to go back through tonight and I'm going to look tonight, but right now I'm not going to do that. I have other things I need to do, because that's where I spent a lot of time wasting that time, not necessarily scrolling Facebook, but scrolling through my challenge groups, answering every question and doing everything. When there are a lot of knowledgeable people in those challenge groups that can answer the question effectively, and that's how you teach those people to be good coaches. So just something to think about for running challenge groups.
Yes, exactly. Way to go. The very last thing that I want to talk about just real fast I don't think I've talked about it yet. Training. It is so important that when you are offered training, a training group, whatever it is, that you do it. Show up and do it. Make it a priority right there with your shake and your workout. When I first started, this was last February, I was put into a training group, and each day there was a post. Sometimes there was a video to watch. Sometimes there was an action to take. Whatever it was, I did it first thing in the morning, and it was done. It was done for that day. Checked it off the list. It was done. And because I followed the training step by step by step, every day, made it a priority, did what it said to do, it worked. Shocker. I mean, people responded. People wanted to sign up. I think I went to Emerald like almost immediately, and hit Diamond within a few months.
Less than 6 weeks.
Okay, yeah, what she said. Hit Diamond, and then made it to 1-star Diamond within the year. Okay, so do the training, trust the process. There is a reason, there's a method behind the madness. I mean, it works. So much so that, we've created trainings before where we're like, do not post on your Facebook about what you're doing until you do this, then do this, then do this. And on Friday at 7:30, at 8 o'clock, we want you to post this. There's a reason, because there's people on Facebook galore at 8 o'clock at night scrolling through Facebook, seeing what they missed for the day. We don't want you to post it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody's rushing to get in the pickup line to pick up their kid, and they're not even looking at their phone. So trust the training, do what it says, show up, engage, take it in, and then do it. Okay? So I think that's it. If I missed anything, then I don't know. I'll tell you all about it later.
So I think that is it. Hold on, let me scooch back over here. Y'all can still see me, right?
Yep.
My screen's tiny. Actually, Katie shared everything that I had slides for, so congratulations. I'll make the slides. See, that's how we work. We work like that. So I'll make the slides for that, and I'll get it shared. Alyssa can share hers too. We'll create a photo album with the slides from tonight in there. Can't promise I'm going to get them done tonight or tomorrow, but I will have them done by the end of this week. The resources you have are incredible, but your resources mean nothing if you are not practicing the vital behaviors. Our motto for this year is I do, we do. That needs to be your personal motto as a coach. I do, we do. You cannot expect people to follow you if you are not taking action yourself. I can't work out right now, so I'm making an extra effort to share more recipes, to share more things about Reese, to talk more about what's going on in my life that applies to this job and why I love it. You have to kind of work with where you're at, because not everybody has the same story. Not everybody is 6.5 months pregnant and can't work out. Some people need to see those action videos of kicking butt and taking names, Brian, because that's what motivates them. They need someone that's in their same walk of life. So people that are coming to me right now aren't people that are probably going to go to Katie Carter because she's intense insanity, instructor, and she's super busy. And my mode of life right now is busy, but it's mom life busy. It's toddler life busy. It's balancing traveling kind of busy. So you have to speak to the people that you are, where you're at in life. You're not trying, I want to be Melanie Mitro. I want to be Melanie Mitro, but my ass is not getting out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning because I can't. I've tried. I just can't. I want to be that consistent, but it's just not happening right now. And so I'm going to let myself sleep till 6:45 or 7 because in about 3.5 months, I'm going to have something waking me up every 2 hours. And my life is not going to be able to get up at 5 and get going because I'm not going to be sleeping and my toddler still sleeps with me. So you kind of have to look at life for yourself and speak to who you are where you're at. If you're working night shifts, if you're, raising teenagers and toddlers together, if you're, busy, you have to speak to those people when you talk in your post. And yes, you're going to feel dumb. You're going to feel really dumb sometimes. You're going to post things that you think are really great, and then you're going to sit there and go, man, like, is someone going to read that? And you're going to second guess yourself. That's when you go on the team page and you tag everybody that you know and you say, guys, I need support. I'm sweating over here. I do it all the time. Because when you put those gutsy things out there, it's hard to feel like what you're saying matters. But there are so many people that go, yeah, duh, that makes sense. And if there are people that you have on your Facebook that you don't want to speak to when you post, there are these amazing little lists that you can exclude people from. I do it with my in-laws all the time because that's not a conversation I want to have at family dinner 3 weeks from now or at a family holiday. I don't want to talk about, postpartum depression that nobody knew about. I don't want to talk about, different things. I don't want conversations to come up. That's totally your choice. You can do that, and I will show you how to make that happen. But those are the kind of things that are real life that are going to get you places in this business. Do your work. Drink your shake or Energize or whatever you're doing. Do your workouts. Spend time on your personal development. Share that with other people. Run challenge groups. Recognize people for what they're doing in your life, whether it's a challenger, a coach, your mom, your best friend, people that make you cry, whoever it is. Do a shout out post because those people need that too. They have really hard days. And sending them a message and saying, hey, just wanted to let you know that post really spoke to me. I'm sitting over here sweating my eyeballs out. Thank you for that. I love you. That may mean something to them because there may be a struggle behind the post that they're making. This is more than just social media marketing. There's got to be some kind of emotion behind what you're posting. There's got to be some kind of passion behind what you're doing, or you will not survive in this business. It will be just like the wraps and the pills and the wine and everything else because you won't care. So find what you care about. If it's nutrition, I'm a nutrition nerd. Talk about that. If it's losing weight and being able to do things with your kids, talk about that. If it's the way that getting a paycheck every Thursday for encouraging people and supporting them has helped change the life of your family or pay off credit card debt or has helped paying for a baby to be born, like those are the things you have to share about because that's what makes people want to come to you. Not necessarily that you're a bikini model because I'm not, but those are the kind of things that make you a good coach. We don't sell things. I have never had to sell a challenge pack a day in my life as a coach because I am living and breathing the coach life. I am living and breathing everything I'm asking anyone else to do. I am living and breathing the life that I talk about on Facebook. I am the same person on Facebook and Instagram as I am in real life. My child is just as crazy on Facebook as she is in real life. This is real life. So that's what we want to leave you with. We want to thank y'all so much for getting on and taking the time because we know that you're busy. We understand that. We understand that you all have lives and jobs and kiddos and things to do on the evenings besides being on a call until 9:30. So we appreciate your time. We love you. We hope that you have a good week. If you've not hit Success Club yet and you're working for it, message me. We're in this together. But I'll get a team cup set up tomorrow and we'll make an official announcement on who's in teams and all that good stuff. So love you guys. I hope you have a good night and I will talk to y'all later.